A couple of weeks ago, Frida secretly started filming me making this, a little Swedish butter knife. We were at a midsummer's celebration, and the person that was hosting us had this sanding machine, cut some blanks, and I was able to make this little knife with, as you see, grip pattern on the handle, and the knife is actually pretty sharp for a piece of wood. It's a butter knife, it didn't need to be sharp, but I wanted to make it sharp. Here's the video. So, I hear you asking, weren't you going to Germany? Yes, we are going to Germany. And this is everything that happened right before we went to Germany. Isn't that amazing? Those yellow spiders in yellow flowers catching the bugs that are trying to eat the flowers. That is quite some National Geographic going on in my garden here. Yeah. Today I woke up from my last night shift and now I have a vacation. Yes. 5 weeks of an amazing, I hope to be amazing vacation. And yeah, me and Frida, as you saw in the last vlog, we announced that we are going to Germany on this vacation, and we're probably also gonna visit Holland. By the time you see this video, by the way, we are back in Sweden already. So, the power of working ahead, hey? Okay, so as you just saw, I gave you a little tour around the garden with all the beautiful flowers that are blooming. It's amazing. And as you saw as well, this dirt patch, the grass seeds we put on there are already turning into grass, which is amazing. You might be worried about the robot that's parked that is parked there, that it's gonna cut the newly grown grass, but that's not gonna happen because I gave it a no-go zone around there, so that is perfect. Now as well, I have been working on this raised elevated floor that we call it our breakfast nook because we often eat breakfast here. And we used all these rocks as filler for this extension. And on top of the rocks I put dirt. Now I don't want the dirt to run away every time it rains. So that's why I put all these, what you say in Swedish, taklöker. Or vetplantjes. Whatever, I don't remember the English name. But that's why all these ones are here. These ones, and you see some smaller ones here. And some here, and more. I'm hoping that they will do exactly what they are doing at my stone arch, and that is to spread their roots through the dirt to keep it all nice and together. So yeah, I think that is what will happen over there as well. It is doing a great job here because flies everywhere. Because yeah, it's turning out quite nice on my stone arch. This is the first year, I would say, that it really feels like its own little occupied garden. I'm getting a lot of these on my lawn because of those two trees. And that is because that the last few days it has been quite windy and rainy. The wind isn't as much fun, but it also doesn't bother me that much. But the rain has been amazing because we have been running out of water in our rain storage tanks. Let me show you. So the rain storage tank I have here next to the greenhouse was more than... Get out of my ears! Was more than halfway empty, and now it's all the way full again just because of a few days of rain. And then we have my water tower, and don't know, yeah, this one isn't that full. The water is, hear the difference? It is just in the bottom barrel right now, so we need a little bit more rain still, but I got at least 500 to 600 liters of water in that one from 2 rain showers. So that is really nice. That is a lot of water to take care of the garden. So since we're about to leave to Germany, we are a little bit sad because we got oh, that one smells so nice. I got distracted by the smell. But yeah, this one is blooming right now. As you can see, this one is in full bloom. This one is still trying to open. Ants are already eating it for some reason. So we are both sad and happy that vacation is coming. Of course, you want to go on a trip and have an amazing vacation. But we're also afraid that we're gonna miss a lot of beautiful flowers in our garden. Luckily, a lot of them are starting to bloom after these few rain showers, so that's perfect. So we might not have to miss those. But other ones, like this beauty, I mean, I love the color of it. Look at that beautiful dark blue color. Yeah, this one is just about to open, and I don't know if I get to see it before we leave on our trip to Holland and Germany. I really hope we do. Maybe this one will still open in time. There are these guys, all the dahlias that Frida planted. Oh man, the flies! Apparently rain brings the flies too. Yeah, all these dahlias that we planted, they don't even have flower buds yet, so I don't think we're gonna get to see them bloom before we leave, but maybe we get to see it when we come back. Fingers crossed. And then we have another flower box here in the front that has this guy. This one used to be a very beautiful purple ball of flowers, but this one is already done blooming. I mean, it is done. It is now just making seeds for the next ones. So yeah, it is a big spread of timing across all those flowers. So it's quite interesting. Like I said, a little bit sad that we're leaving the garden behind, but you know, that's the way things will go. And I much rather have a awesome vacation trip than staying at home watching flowers bloom though. Frida might think that what I just said is blasphemy. But I mean, I do like the flowers. Let's see how our greenhouse is doing. It is a nice 33 degrees inside and 17 degrees outside. It's not bad, not bad. Tomato plants are doing well. We have given them support so they hang on these threads now. And this is, oh, this one needs a refilling. That one needs a refilling. That one still has a little bottom in it. But yeah, these tomatoes are getting flowers. Not completely open flowers yet though. I think tomorrow or the day after tomorrow we'll have some open flowers. And then we're gonna go around with a little tops in Swedish. Oh, what's the word? Bommeltops, wattenstaafje. What's English? Con tips, I think. Yeah. So you take a little wattenstaafje, cotton tip, bommeltops, and you just go around all the flowers so that you spread the pollen around and you actually get tomatoes. So we'll be doing that once those flowers fully open. So if you have been good subscribers and you watched last vlog, then you would have seen that Frida's family island is now for sale. And for those that are quite new here, yes, Frida has a island in her family. This is the island where her grandmother used to live. She grew up as a child on this island, and now the island belongs to the entire family. I need to drive the car a bit forward so I can open it on the back. Yeah, so they've had this island for a few generations now. I may have just cut out an entire piece of history on the island because it is not my family and maybe not my story to tell. Let's just cut to the chase. Frida's family island is now for sale. Reasons why, let's not care about that. But so if you have an extra 8 to 9 million crowns lying around, you can buy an island that used to be in Frida's family. So yeah, hey, if you actually are interested, leave a comment. Otherwise, you know, I'm doubting that I got people that rich watching my videos. And if I do, why don't you become a channel member and support me a little bit with some of that cash you have lying around. But now we're gonna do something different. We are going to start packing for our trip to Germany. And I'll show you that, how I start doing that on the inside. But if you actually want to support me somehow and you aren't stinking rich, you can actually do that. You know, just comment on my videos, leave a like and subscribe. The best things you can do to help me out. And I mean, I spent 8 hours making each and every episode you see. And maybe you can just click those buttons. And that's all I want from you. As a thank you for me spending the 8 hours for every episode I make. All right, let's start packing. So, welcome inside my house. I've got a packing list here. And the way I do this is that I have the old packing list from last year. I got it here. And then I copy it by hand to make it this year's packing list. And then that way I can change a few things that didn't work out last year. And I also make sure I don't forget anything by using an old packing list. And if I did forget something last year, then I can add it to this year's list. So, what I'll be doing right now is sprinting around the house, collecting all the things that are on my packing list. As you see, the table is already full with some stuff. Those are stuff I have already gathered. So, let's go start do this. Okay, first let's take everything off of the list that is already on the table. Well, as you can see, the table is filling up nicely, and that's pretty good. I mean, today is Wednesday and we are leaving on Monday, so I got more than enough time to get everything. You know, starting early gives you the time to remember things that you forgot. It gives you the time to make changes, and I just like that. Makes it a little bit more of a calm experience and less of a chance that you actually forget something important. And here she is! My parents' little stealth van. This is the vehicle we'll be using on this trip to Germany and Holland. And yeah, so I'll be in the coming few days going through this one, filling it up with everything we want to take with us, making sure it is ready for the trip. So we'll be stealth vanning around. I feel excited. I'm ready for this trip. I want to go. I want to go. Okay, I'm taking a break from collecting things we need, and me and Frida are now cleaning out the car, dividing up my parents' things that are in the car. These are things we are leaving home, and that's a bag of car stuff that we're bringing, like tow rope, jumper cables, and other tools that you will use for cars. And just vacuuming it out a little bit and sorting through everything, seeing what we do and don't need. Hi, welcome to the next day. So, still packing. We've worked on the car yesterday, but now I'm going to decide which tarp we're going to take with us. Take with us. Yes, I speak English very well. I don't know what that was. Anyway, I'm thinking that on the side of the car we can set up a tarp somehow so that, you know, we have a little bit of a sunshade. But I got 3 different ones and I don't know the big differences. So, I mean, the green one looks the biggest, but is it though? Let's unpack them all and see. Well, I guess we can all tell which one is the winner in the size category. It's this one. And they all come with their own tent pegs. The black one is also a poncho. So it's also a raincoat, which is nice. You can see the hoodie. It's windy today. So yeah, it has a hood for rain. Yeah, so it's a poncho. Come on. Behave. That one is nothing but a tarp. It did come with some attached ropes, and it came with its own tent pegs that are also clothing hangers. This one also had tent peg clothing hangers. This one didn't have clothing hangers, but it came with an entire pouch. And in that pouch there are tent pegs, but they don't double as clothing hangers. Because this, this one also came with a big wad of ropes. Because the idea of this one is that it's also a tent. Here in the middle, you can see it has loops, so you can draw a line between two trees. And you know what? Let me just set that up and show you. So there you go. Now you can see what the idea is with this one. You put a line between two trees and then you put it down to the ground and you got yourself a little bit of a shelter. It's mostly meant for cowboy camping. Cowboy camping is when you have your sleeping mattress and your sleeping bag and no tent. And then you can still have that tarp above you for a little bit of rain protection if you need it. So yeah, these are my choices for this vacation. We got a shelter tarp that can also be used as a picnic blanket. The poncho tarp that can also be used as a picnic blanket. And the small, I'm just a small tarp. I guess the orange, it can be used as a, hey, help, I'm here, easily visible thing. So I don't know which one we're picking yet. Having an extra piece of rain clothing with us will be nice. But that one is also nice and big if we want to, have a little bit of a sunshade or a rain shelter. Well, I guess the small one is not going to be enough for us to be used together. But these two are of a good size. This, like, if you want to sit underneath the small one, it's not big enough for two people. But those two are going to be too big enough, and they both have secondary functions, which I like. So I'm taking away the orange one, and Frida gets to decide if she wants a poncho or a shelter. And that is the last vlog you will get to see before our trip starts. I did forget to film the start of the trip, but next time you tune in for the next vlog, we will be well on our way and you get to see how our trip goes from there. So please subscribe to don't miss anything, and maybe decide to become a channel member for some extra perks. Don't forget to go to my Instagram, and I'll see you all on my vacation in Germany and the Netherlands.